Hello YouTube, my name is Sir Foch and welcome to Yas Heat Lap Guides. Today we're taking a Porsche 911 around the infamous French circuit, the Paul Ricard. Hated by many, loved by few. I am one of those few who do like this track, especially racing here. I can see how the practicing can be a bit obnoxious, but this track produces some of the best racing you will get in ACC. And the main reason for that is just the diversity of the circuit. It has the longest, or one of the longest straights in ACC, and very technical sectors 1 and 3. So your setup choice here is going to make a massive impact on your car's performance. High aero will obviously make sector 1 and 3 very fast, but will make you also a sitting duck on the straight. Porsche isn't really the biggest fan of high or low aero setups, so in Porsche you go at most midway, which is what I've done here. I went mostly, well, medium high downforce, because I also don't want to spin every lap. This car definitely is quite tricky to handle with the low aero setups, so going for what you can handle is always the most important thing, as being a tiny bit slower on the straight, but not spinning out every time you take that fast right-hander afterwards is quite important. Alright, on lap 2, as always, we're gonna go in depth into the lines and the braking markers, and on lap 3 we're gonna sand it to see what we can do here. Put our money where our mouth is and sand it. But yeah, so for turn 1, it's a chicane. We want to brake just after we come off this curve, downshift to third, go for the apex, and then the exit can be flat out, as you can see. Coming up is another chicane. We want to brake just after the 100-meter board here. Also, I didn't mention the track limits are the white line, so a little bit of brakes to come across here, a little bit more brakes, try to clip this apex, and then a left to get this exit. Definitely one of the most important exits in the whole sim. We definitely want to cut that red curb. But yeah, the track limits is the white line. These curves are way too wide to allow you to use the whole thing. Alright, so the main trick to keep the Porsche pointing forwards and not the wrong way, it's definitely to keep quite a lot of throttle on in the corners. So we want to go on the brake and the throttle at the same time. We brake after the 100 meters, we keep throttle on, and hope that we survive. And here as well, keep the throttle on the braking to keep the car pointing straight. Definitely not going to help with fuel consumption. And then just steer the car through the corner. Here we brake just before that other layout side road, let's call it, ends, and go for a late apex. And then for the last part we brake roughly when the curve ends on the right, keep the car in third, and then we can look at these lines on the left, and we brake at the second one, I think it is, just before the second one, and go for the last exit of the circuit. So it's quite a tricky one, this one, but let's see what we can do on our flying lap. Now let's take a full beans this time. A little bit deep there, so our exit is slightly compromised. As you can see on Delta, the second you're not flat out through that exit, you're losing quite a bit of time. Going for more curve this time than we were last time. Let's try to hit this apex as well. Can go quite wide on that one. And now for the main straight. This straight definitely produced some crazy racing, some 3-wide situations, slipstream battles. If there is one upside to the Porsche on this main straight, it really benefits a lot from slipstream. So very often you'll see a Porsche just follow another car on the straight like glue, and then you can maybe make a move somewhere else. Alright, let's try to not spin here to the best of our ability. It's always a bit sketchy in this car. Downshift to third. Tried to get on power a bit too early. Maybe a bit too shallow of a line there, but not too bad. Definitely a very difficult track this, but that is one of the charms of it, let's say. Definitely don't want to clip the curve that much, but got an alright exit, and 54.3, nothing to brag home about, but honestly in the Porsche finishing a valid lap without spinning is quite an achievement already. So I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.